So I'm set to go out to location to start filming. I started 2 days ago, but I was just too busy and not relaxed enough to make a video of myself doing what I do, because I wanted to show you guys all the things I do behind the camera. So I just don't act. Come with me. First thing I had to do this day was sort out costumes for the actors. I did that, got my bags packed, and then I started reading the scripts to see the scenes we had to shoot that day. I'll send it to you. I'll send the entire script to you.
Yes.
But his scene is particularly...
Which scene what? I forwarded to him so that he...
Do you have the script? Yes, right?
Yes, I have the script.
Okay, great.
But the only modified, have you modified from the original?
We've not modified it
But it's
yet.
just...
We may.
Okay. But
I had to get the person assisting me for the production in Kenya to tell him what we need and what was left and the people he had to reach out to. So yes, so I went through, this is my scene breakdown. I had to break down each scene, costume, props, location, everything. It just helps, instead of me to go through the script all the time, this breakdown really helps to make all the details easy for me to go through and see which is missing, which is not present, what do we need to add and whatnot. So every time I went through my breakdown, whatever I saw wasn't put together, I'd call someone to assist and just make sure the entire production is managed properly. So when we get to the location, we won't have to be running helter-skelter. After reading the script for the 1 millionth time, something was missing. So I quickly ran into a room and I got one other costume for one of the actors. I got it ready. It's never enough. You have to read the script, especially when you're the only one managing the production. Yeah, so you have to read the script over and over and over again. It's never enough. You could even share to others to help you go through it and see what you have missing, so no one will be left stranded. One thing about production is the script can change anytime. There can be additions, there can be subtractions. So things were added. I had to go and readjust my scene breakdown, my script breakdown, so I could go with the flow. Yeah, so I was done here with everything and I was just packing for location. So I'm set for the day's shoot. We were set to leave. We had packed every single thing, nothing left, and we set out for the location. It was a bit far from where we were staying, so it was a long drive. We arrived at the location. I had my tablet in my hand. My entire memory is that tablet because I check it all the time to make sure I left nothing out. So we arrived at the location and we started setting up. That's Dwayne, cinematographer, came from Nigeria, the window cinematographer. So here I just went to ask him how many shots were taken, because I document, so won't forget to take any shots. So I asked how many shots were taken. I asked him which and what angles, so we could creatively decide the angles that will best tell the story. So cameras were positioned. These are all Kenyan people anyway, just assisting us to make the production successful. So my job basically is just to be everywhere, up and about. So this is me beside my reverend. As he was going through the script, making fresh adjustments. So I'll be there to hear what he has to say. And I'll be there also to remind them if we're leaving anything out. And that's the sound guy just beside. The person I'm talking with is the sound guy. me listening to the sound and making sure that there's no error, like we can hear everybody clearly, and the Zoom recorder is working perfectly. Just make sure everybody's mic is positioned correctly. So here we had already started filming, and I was just there sitting down watching in case anything is left out, following the script in case anyone misses their line, and so we won't miss out any detail at all, because leaving out a line from a dialogue can be very harmful. So we're done. This shoot took about 4 hours, but we're done. So I had to pack up costumes and arrange the bag. And after packing costume, I also make sure all the gadgets that were packed. I'll go and assist Dwayne, the cinematographer, to make sure everything is well packed, so we won't leave anything behind at the location, because sometimes locations are very, very far from apartments, like where we are lodged. So it's going to be very, very stressful to go, like we need to go back to get something. So this was after the shoot. I sat down, went through my breakdown again to make sure we took all these things we planned to take and nothing was left out. So when I go through my breakdown like this, I'll take out what we've taken and count what is left to see if we're making enough progress. This is just a very necessary step, because you can't be too sure to think, oh, we've got everything handled. But I have to make sure that I go through my breakdown and see that indeed we did everything. The minute we're done with our location, we set out for the next, we arrived at the next location, and as usual, I had a brief meeting with our director, writer, Reverend Duhis, just to break down the script and what we needed to do in that location, and see if he had fresh ideas or fresh thoughts. He had, of course, and I made the adjustments. I just didn't want to show that. So I was working with cinematographer to think about some shots, like I always do, and what would tell the story better. So in like 4 hours, we were done with our shoot, and I had to reorganize the costume, pack up the costume, make sure we leave nothing behind, every single thing the characters or actors used. I'll just pack it up and make sure we're done. So the other guys were setting down. I don't think I assisted, or I went around to check if they had forgotten anything in this location. But I was so tired. This was like 5 a.m. I had shots throughout the day and throughout the night. I was very exhausted.
You're coming down.
Yeah, come down, feel free. London, mate. I need to check the scenes we've done so far and what's left. Like I said, you can't be too sure that everything was taken, because there are times we'll get back home or to look our apartment and realize that, Jesus, we didn't take this. Oh, we forgot to take this shot. Then I'm not available for such unnecessary work. So I'd rather do it at the location. So if we didn't take it, we can quickly set up and just take it. Thank you, Jesus. I saw that we're almost done with the entire shoot here in Kenya. We had just 5 scenes left, so I was so excited. And we packed up and set out for the apartment. This was my apartment. I was so exhausted to even see anything. This was like 6 a.m. This is what I do sometimes behind the camera. After this video, I just got changed and had my bath and went to bed. And that was it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to do another vlog soon. Bye-bye.